Hello guys, this is a new computer, so the video quality is different. It's actually an iMac. I like doing videos and music and stuff like that, so this computer is a lot more suitable for me than the older one, which was a piece of shit. But I'm doing my late review of TNA Impact, and the reason why it's a late review is because originally I didn't want to just come straight on and do a review after I'd played it for a few days. I wanted to see how long it lasts compared to SmackDown vs. Raw. And those games where I did a review for SmackDown vs. Raw on the Wii, a bit more favourable than I would look be. Well, I was a bit more favourable towards it than I should have been. So I really wanted to give this a lot of time and play it and use some of the downloadable content. But I can't use it now because I got it back and it's brand new and I don't know how to do any of this stuff, so I'm going to do one downloading by Windows software. Downloadable content, by the way, is laughable, I guess. It's pathetic. We probably all. My thoughts on the game are, well, the while the graphics are good, the gameplay is really what I like the most about it. The gameplay for me with SmackDown vs. Raw games has never really appealed to me as much as the games such as No Mercy, WCW vs. NWO Revenge, and things like that. Whereas the gameplay was a lot better and seemed a lot smoother. As my friend, his favourite word for the gameplay is clunky, and the SmackDown vs. Raw games seem real clunky. I mean, this does a bit too. But if you compare it with Revenge or No Mercy or WrestleMania 2000 or even World Tour, that was really good gameplay. I think it's because they were using the Virtua Fighter engine game screen. Standby on it. But the thing is, this is a first game, and you didn't have the knockouts, and you didn't have a lot of characters, and the creative player was pretty piss poor. As I said, I did like the gameplay. I just wish there was more gimmick matches, and story mode was still enjoyable, but I wasn't expecting realism from it, so I can let go of the whole stupidity of not just calling the police when your friend gets kidnapped and someone says they're going to kill him. But this is really a first game. Hopefully there's a sequel to it, and the sequel's actually the type of improvement that we saw from WCW vs. NWO World Tour, which was an average game at best. Sorry, I've had the flu. Compared to its sequel, which was WCW / NWO Revenge. Did I say Revenge the first time? Well, I meant World Tour to Revenge. That was such a big difference between the games. It was almost unbelievable. They didn't even look like the same games. This game has similar traits to World Tour, as in characters of the same height. That was the same attitude in Warzone and ECW games. They never even fixed that up. And I hope they do it in the sequel, that people actually look like different heights. So when I'm playing as AJ Styles, I actually am smaller than Abyss. And that was the problem with World Tour, and they changed that in Revenge, so Kevin Nash looked fucking massive compared to a guy like Rey Mysterio. They put in proportional size differences, and it really does add to the game, and that's one of the good things about SmackDown, where you can see the difference in sizes and stuff. And if anything infuriates me with wrestling games, it's the difference in height not being there. Because size does play a big factor in wrestling, so naturally it should in wrestling games. Also, there was no rope breaks in this, and you could just go outside and get weapons and beat the Christ out of someone. Hopefully they'll improve on that, where you can't just go out and get weapons without getting disqualified, or you can knock a ref down, because ref bumps are a big part of TNA, so I think they should put in a ref and you can bump him over. And the ref, you might have different refs, and you might have angry ref, and angry ref might clothesline you over the top rope. But he hasn't been doing that. I don't know why. He should. I like that gimmick. I'm actually going to do a video on gimmicks later. Of gimmicks, I'd like to see in TNA, WWE, and that's it. Maybe even ROH. Sorry, I've been coughing. So for this game, I'd probably give it a 6.5 out of 10. Not a bad game by any means. It was just really underdeveloped and seemed a bit rushed, and it had a lot of and it still does. It has a lot of potential to be a really, really good game. It's just a shame it isn't. It didn't live up to that potential. As I said, it was probably a bit rushed. I might do SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. I don't know if I'm getting it or not. I haven't decided if I'm going to get it on Xbox 360 or Wii or whatever. I may end up getting it on Xbox 360 simply for graphics reasons and because it will be more sophisticated than its Wii counterpart, even though the Wii counterpart might be a bit more fun, and less people will probably be doing a review of the Wii one. It depends. I might just rent them and see what I think of them from that, even though it really would be me rushing that stuff. Oh, Jesus. Everything's falling apart. Anyway, thanks for that. Bye. I was just testing my webcam, really, in my thing. iMac.